Jai Gurudev. In the presence of Maharaja Rajaram, we today welcome a very distinguished guest from the Aurobindo Society, who leads all the process of education and programs of Aurobindo worldwide. Is a young leader recognized in Harvard and another promote a big research. He has been promoting a research for education for 2.5 million teachers in India. And he comes to us, to Maharajaji and all of you, as we have been having a lot of communications with them of how to establish a permanent group of 10,000 from this initiative. In the collaboration Shri Sambhrant Sharma is their young leader of the Aurobindo Society, which is changing things in the direction of holistic evolution. They have centers in 300 centers all over the world and many dozens of millions of followers. It's a very established organization, and their values, their understanding of our Maharishi effect, it goes very well together. So we are joining efforts to do it together. So we just wanted to inform you that.
Shri Sharma ji, pranam and welcome. It's a great joy to have you. Shri Aurobindo is a great philosopher, poet, scientist, writer, teacher, a rishi on his own right, who has promoted with mother a great inspiration in the world about knowledge and integration of life. As you maybe all know, he has the integral yoga and many admirers and followers. And it is great to have the leader of that organization, one great leader of that organization, Sri Sharma ji, with us. And on discussions that we have had with him, he positively said, I will create 10,000. So, Sri Sharma ji, you can see the passion of our leaders, because these are leaders in knowledge also, every one of them. They have come from 139 countries, including great pundits, including leaders from the Himalayan mountains, from Nepal, from different places, and all other countries of the world. And they have traveled, they have often left family and friends behind in this time of vacation, because they understand the profundity of the knowledge that His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi has given us, not only for themselves, which they have already experienced and they could have done it at home comfortably and peacefully, but coming together to really create an effect of positivity and softening and peace in the world consciousness, which is very much needed, and which, as you know, and we have briefly discussed, can create peace and harmony in the whole world when sattva and purity and consciousness on its most profound level is experienced as a small group of people, small relative to the world. It's quite a group that we have here. And the effects can spread gradually, but certainly. And this is what the research has shown. It is not a philosophy, it's not a way of convincing. It's a way of being, and being deep within the self, few minutes morning and evening, and that is what spreads that value. And I want to take this opportunity again to thank them all, because they have really gone through a lot to be here, and even while here, the circumstances, the change in living and conditions and all of that, yet they come blissfully. And as you have seen, when they hear that the program will be established on a permanent basis and there is interest to do it, they stand up and applaud and saying, our work is done. So, what Maharishi has offered is a knowledge and technology of consciousness that can make a difference, as has been, again, scientifically repeatedly shown for the individual and society. I am glad you mentioned to me that you read the book in Hindi that has been translated, The One Unbounded Ocean of Consciousness, and that you find it inspiring and deep. And so thank you for being with us, and thank you for your immediate reaction and response. Even when we were walking, Sri Sharma ji has offered a land. He said, I have a land and I can build there, we can do it, we will do 10,000. So thank you again, and if you like to share some thoughts about your mission, about the plans, your feelings, the integral yoga of Sri Aurobindo, whatever you feel, we have here a group of truly enlightened people who are very deep in knowledge and experience of the true reality of life and how to make life work for everyone. So thank you again.
So, my pronouns to everybody here, and from the entire family of Sri Aurobindo, I want to give my regards to everybody who's on this path of yoga. The work of Sri Aurobindo is no different from what Maharishi Yogi Ji did, and today what Maharaja Ji has initiated. In fact, the first thing when I entered in your company, I came here, I have always heard people saying that when a drop gets into the ocean, it becomes ocean itself. But today, when I came here, in fact, I felt as if I became a part of you. And I think that could only happen when there is a collective consciousness. From a path of individual perfection, it always leads to collective consciousness. And today, when we all are sitting as an individual, we don't know. We are touching the eternity. By this collectiveness, by oneness, and I can't resist but to have more and more such places where 10,000 of us in every country, in every provinces, states of the world, we are touching every soul with that collectivity and being one with each other. Today, with Maharaji's blessings and in your presence, I see a bigger dream, a dream of oneness which takes everybody together. And just before I was coming here, I was sharing with Maharaji an idea which just came on the way before coming to meet you, is there will be a time where everybody on this earth, every person on the earth will go in silence for a minute to be together and feel that oneness, as we say Vasudeva Kutumbakam. It will manifest that with that silence, and it will initiate where the whole world will practice 1 minute of silence together in their different time zones. And today, as a dream, I want to share with you and see how could we take smaller steps from one village to 100 village, and from 100 village to 100 countries, that everybody comes together as one person contributing to the world peace. In fact, when the idea of peace was introduced to me from my parents, they never told me about it is lot of disturbance, the lack of disturbance, or the absence of disturbance is peace. They told me in a very different way. They said it is like a water which is present till the time, and it is always in the same way till the time somebody touches it, and the ripples comes in. But as human beings, we have been peaceful forever till the time somebody gave us an idea and we accepted that idea of leaving peace for anything else. And today I feel that this is the time with this collectiveness where we all can prioritize of what we want and how we want to be. And I think peace is something which we are already. And with Sri Aurobindo's integral yoga, the one very important thing which differentiates Sri Aurobindo from anybody is that it is an ongoing process, and it is not one aspect of your life which could be yoga, which could be peace. It is your identity, you as an entity, your whole being has to work towards it. So that is why it is called integral yoga, because there is a lot of integration of everything, whether it is your mind, your soul, your heart, your psychic being, where everything comes together. And today, in this beautiful company of yours who aspires to be on this path of peacefulness, to be enlightened, I feel that there is a huge possibility for all of us in Maharaji's guidance. He has already worked so much that when we come in his presence, you feel that peace and yet feel unlimited. And I think this limitless dream is what we all can see today for the whole world. And I can assure you that small drops will create an ocean one day, and we will have a beautiful world together. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Really wonderful and profound, and thank you for joining hands in the transcendence, which is the source of all the outer levels, the place where everything gets integrated, because everything starts from there, and everything moves on the outer value as if separate, but actually in that field of yoga, which is the field of unity, where all diversity can manifest, but it remains holistic, it remains coherent, it remains integrated, because there is that field that unifies it all the time, the field of pure being. And that is really the teaching of the Vedic tradition, the teaching that Sri Aurobindo has cognized and wanted to teach, and that His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi has given in a simple way to every person in the world, whatever they are, their background, their interest, their belief, their philosophy of life. When they take this inward stroke and they dive to themselves, they experience the true self of everything and everyone, and that is their own self, the unbounded ocean of being, the unbounded ocean of consciousness, that when it is stirred, as you beautifully said, like a silent pond that has a little stir, and that stir from that deep level is so fine that it spreads everywhere to create waves of happiness and balance and a sense of security, the sense of peace and harmony that then let the people live in oneness, in unity, and therefore don't feel the need or the desire or even the thought to be in conflict or fight or be in any kind of problem-creating attitudes and behaviors, because they are one with everything. And you can always fight with someone else, but if you are with yourself, then you don't want to fight with your own inner self. And since everything is myself, I wouldn't want to fight with anything. And so whereas diversity can blossom, unity can be on the level of consciousness experienced, and that is really the source of peace. And so thank you for your desire, your thoughts, and it is our joy to be with you, to offer all the knowledge and the technology. And it's my joy also to offer you our respects and accept from us this book of knowledge and our welcoming and wondering. It is our joy also to have with us a great leader who has been supporting every aspect of our programs in India, Dr. Naitaniji, that Raja Luis will introduce, and through him and with him we have had a very profound knowledge times and discussions and introductions in all the spheres of Indian teaching, philosophy, and universities, the top levels, the top places, through the Minister of Health, Dr. Rajesh Naitaniji, to whom, through you, Dr. Naitani, we pay our homage and send our love and admiration. Raja Luis, maybe. You want to introduce Dr. Naitani more?
Dr. Rajesh Naitani, who comes with Sri Sambhrant Sharmaji, has been working many years as advisor of the government of India. He elaborated with Ramesh Pokharalji the new educational law that is presently Modi's government new law that puts together Veda with modern education, formally in an educational system. And he belongs to the tradition of Jyotimarth. He's the Vice Chancellor of the Himalaya University in Dehradun, and he is patron of the Jyotimarth Sankaracharya with many, many Vedic schools and also universities all over, and has been especially focused on creating yogic flyers in Uttarakhand. He has done many, many thousands during the last months. He has been promoting Maharaja's book of One Unbounded Ocean of Consciousness in India, in all universities, in all authorities, government, parliament, etc. They all have received personally from him the knowledge of Maharajaji in more than 1,000 VIPs. And he stands with us, motivating great leaders of India to understand Maharishi effect, to understand the need of Maharishi effect, and through him, a number of them, like Aurobindo Society and also Sadhguru of Madhusan Sai Baba, they have accepted joyfully join Maharajaji in the effort of 10,000, and we are together, you will meet them, creating the groups in India. Jai Gurudev.
Great that we are all together and that we see the greatest spiritual leaders of the land of the Veda really paying homage to Maharishi-ji's work, Maharishi-ji's knowledge, that he has brought this knowledge in a scientific way, which means in a way that is proven to be repeatable, to be systematic, to be reliable in producing the effects. And that great recognition we are feeling day after day, growing as you are all experiencing, as we are all experiencing together. And today is another highlight of that awakening that actually is being created by the group. Our group has many, many layers of effects, and the most important one that was in our mind always was that we will be a permanent group. So that is really the sankalpa, because only a permanent group can gradually assure and ensure that no negativity arises, and that gradually and more there is peace and harmony. And that is how we saw our assembly to be another coming together with that intention that the group will be permanent. And we see already this is happening. This is happening in the intention, and from the intention and the thought, then the action and the achievement will come. And that is and that is what, even as we were walking or as we were sitting with Sri Sharmaji, he even mentioned from his side that even discussing with his parents, with his leaders, how action brings achievement, and then realizing that action is based on thought, and thought is based on being, on the deep sense of self, which we all enliven. So your presence and your intention Sharmaji is already a fulfillment of our group, and thank you for being with us, and thank you, Dr. Naitani. Now we will let our group do what they are here for, which is actually not talking about it, but actually creating it from the field, the infinite field of consciousness. So have a great program. Jai Gurudev.
Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Light of God is bringing heaven on earth. Gurudev's grace is bringing heaven on earth. Heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Light of God is bringing heaven on descending, descending on the earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven on earth, heaven on earth, heaven on earth. Heaven is descending, descending on the earth. Heaven is descending, descending.